Hello.
Para may lakas kumapit sa trabaho at sa pagkain. Walang bigitiw pag thanks di araw-araw.
It's time. Good morning. Good morning. I'm gonna get my yeah.
Huling gabi. Ngayon nyo lang halaga ng alas na tinago mo. Maghanap kayo ng isla. Mag-hostage kayo. Isang huling sakripisyo.
Ayaw kang tanan ng mga polis kung lugar na to. Sana huwag sila dumating ngayon.
Hindi po pera. O kaya malamang sa mga.
Ilang beses ka nagbuwis ng buhay mo para tulungan sila. Tapos ano naman nila, naghihirapan tayo.
Kasi hindi na po yung decision ito, Wendy. Nagpapipiliin niyo. Ito ang pagtatapos na hindi mo dapat lakasan mo. The last week.
Hi. Welcome to my stream. All right.
Sinasabi ko na natin, may kailangan kayo sa akin. Sa gitna ng may sikretong mabubunyag. Pumunta kasi ako sa shop ng isang anak. Nakita ko kayo daw.
Ako po pumunta sa kanya.
We're trying to learn how to play the piano.
May ungkapan pa ang nakaraan.
Alam mo, nagka-girlfriend dati yung uncle mo, di ba? Alam ko, may picture ka ba na ex-girlfriend mo? Alam ko po siya may itago sa shadow. Nagsiselos po ba kayo? Curious. Curious lang. Basta, sabi ko siya sa inyo. Pero alam ko po, napaka-talented niya. Marami siya nakuha awards abroad.
The Forbidden Flower. Weeknights, 10:15 p.m.
All right. I need to.
Understanding together. Muli po ito po yung mga kailangan ng masters kasi yung mga kailangan. Salamat ang inyong nandun mga amis. Follow niyo po ako sa social media account ko po, Master Hans. See you tomorrow.
Maraming salamat, Master Hans. Thank you, Master Hans. Maraming salamat. At dahil yan celebration rin ito ng birthday ni Mama. Natahan na ako siya. Aalis ka. Happy birthday. salamat din sa ating mga bisita ngayong umaga. Yes, thank you very much to Tatay, Teacher Jubel. Thank you very much to Lian and to Sam. Meron ba kayong mga gustong i-plug? Meron ba kayong gustong pagpasalamat? At yung mga song mo, Lian. So kayong name ni Lian. Hello. Good vibes. So maging masaya lang po
Okay.
tayo. I hope you all
Again.
have wonderful weeks. And my songs, Lian Carnico, Lian Kaila Music on all social media at Lian Kaila Spotify also. Ayan, stop the map. Yes po. Hi, my name is, you can follow me na. You can follow me at official Sad Music on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and then stream my songs, Sad. I know my phone tells Sad, but you can search it out Sad.
Hi! My one viewer. Welcome.
YouTube na po yan na Star Pop and Star Pop and viewers nasa Spotify, sa lahat ng mga musical platforms. Andyan po yan. And mga Spotify vibes.
Okay, again. Let's watch it again.
Invite ko po kayo sa aming dance summer workshop po. June po na po siya mag-restart. Open po siya sa lahat ng tables. And bagong-bago po ang studio. Thank you so much, Lord. Nabigyan niyo po kami ng blessing.
I did it! The first part. That's the first part. Hi, Tristan! Welcome to my stream. How are you?
For the beautiful flowers na binigay natin kay May
Welcome.
Follow and order at flower.pops.
How are you? What's up? Hi, Leonardo Ordaneta. Hi. That's good. You're good. I'm just trying to learn how to play the piano. So you're Tristan. This is March 13. I'm going to take note of the people that join in. So yeah. I'm just gonna... Oh, good night. Good night, Leonardo. Or what? Tristan and Leonardo Ordaneta. Okay, one more. Alright. What else? Next. Next. Okay. We're from Philippines? Yeah, I'm from Philippines too. I'm from Philippines. What do you guys want to? I could come up with.
Ang programang ito
You're
ay
in
may
Manila? No,
exclusive
I'm in
sitwang
Leyte.
patnubay at gabay ng magulang ang kailangan.
I'm in
Maaaring may
Leyte. I'm a
masasirang tema,
Leyte
lengguwahe, karahasan,
girl.
sexual, horror o droga
I'm
na
in
hindi angkop
Visayas.
sa mga bata.
What's next? Hi, my 3 viewers. Welcome. It's been raining in Manila, hindi ka ba nilalamig? Bongabong. Oh, oops. Bongabong? Where's that?
In Iraq's Erbil region, a drone attack on a joint French-Kurdish base has killed a French soldier. The attack on Thursday night also wounded several others in French troops in Erbil rather, as part of
Okay.
a multinational
This is already the
counter-terrorism
second part.
mission against ISIL. French President Emmanuel Macron has issued a statement calling the attack unacceptable. Iran new Supreme Leader Mustafa Khamenei has vowed to fight on his first public statement since he was named on Sunday. The ruler of the Strait of Hormuz was the vital shipping will continue unless they are shut down. Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has veiled threats to Iran's new Supreme Leader. Today's intense bombardment suggested that any regime change will ultimately depend on the Iranian people.
We will attack the regime and continue to destroy their nuclear program and their missile systems. These objectives we must achieve. Obnoxious regime.
We'll be covering developments from Washington DC, Doha, Amman, Beirut, Iran, and Baghdad. And that's where Mahmoud Abdul
Wait.
is live for us.
Excuse me.
Lots of instances, too specifically. Let's start with the
Oh my goodness. Sorry. Hi, Edison. Hi, Edison Mercado. Excuse me. Edison Mercado.
What is so-called the Islamic resistance in Iraq has claimed.
Hi. How are you?
Aircraft. In fact, they say that they have hit a second case.
Hi, Zenny.
Fueling aircraft, and they say that it was forced to make an emergency
Zenny.
landing in one of what they call
Gonzaga.
bases. They mean a U.S. military base in Iraq.
Okay.
They have also claimed responsibility
Um,
for more than 30 operations with the drones across Iraq and outside of Iraq. These even beyond the borders, they acted in Syria, they acted in Lebanon, and they acted in Iraq. You know that they pledge allegiance to the Supreme Leader. In fact, they say all these operations are in
what is that?
retaliation
It's a piano. Keyboard.
It's
a keyboard.
In a US-Israeli airstrike, and also in retaliation for the attack
Trying to
on
learn.
Iran. Several locations across Iraq today have witnessed airstrikes, attacks, and counterattacks. You have the airstrike attacked the locations in Al-Qaim crossing terminal between Iraq and Syria,
Why did you leave
killing
my name out? What do
dozens
you
of
mean?
them. Also, in the
Well,
south
why
of
did you
Iraq,
leave
in this
your name
province
out?
of Basra,
I
a
don't
drone
know
was
what you
shot down
mean.
before hitting an oil facility. So, since the beginning of this military campaign on Iran, we have witnessed dozens of operations with missiles or drones
Please greet
from
my two
Iraqi,
siblings.
Iran-allied armed groups targeting
Well, hello,
facilities,
Kina
military bases, and
Rathko
even the consulate, U.S. consulate
and
in
Venu
the
Rathko.
embassy here in
Vivian
Baghdad, and
from
also
Vivian
the Victory
Cruz.
Base, which is
Vivian
annexed to
Cruz.
Baghdad
I'll
International
just
Airport, and
do
it's
that.
home to
Vivian
U.S. and
Cruz.
coalition troops. Today also there was a battle
Press
over the
ADFC.
military base, the Victory military base,
A
which is annexed to Baghdad International
A
Airport, as the protection battalion U.S.
A
forces
D
managed to shut down a drone that was on its way to attack the base.
ADFC. I'm... Hi, Tristan. Welcome back.
Explosions have been reported in the capital of Tehran. Strikes are also hitting areas nearby. The UN's refugee agency says that more than 3 million people in Iran have been displaced by the ongoing war. Many have fled Tehran and other major cities to areas in the north. Let's head to Tehran now, and Mohammed Val is live for us. Mohammed, yet another day of heavy bombardment on Iran. We're hearing there's been more of these attacks
All
in the
right.
last hour or so.
What other music? Easy songs. Easy piano.
We've been hearing constant sounds of bombardment non-stop. It's been non-stop tonight. This is something unprecedented here in the Iranian capital, even though we haven't seen any of the explosions. During the
Hello. Hello.
some of the explosions, we have seen the aftermath from our studio windows, but tonight it's a bit
Maybe
distant, but
we
also
can
it's very
say
powerful
so
and it is constant.
much.
We know that Iraq in the central regions of Iraq
Okay,
have been
G.
bombarded at the beginning of the night, and also the Sham, south of Tehran. We also know that Al-Ahwaz, these are the cities that we have, from which we have
Wise man say
what's going on.
only
Most of
fool.
the time, but maybe there is also more in other regions and cities and so on. Tehran itself came under bombardment during the day or so, and over the last couple of days, multi-furious attacks, not only targeting military facilities, but
It's
also
too slow.
locations. For instance, streets, because some of the checkpoints in the streets were targeted, police checkpoints, and that has been really a source of concern for people here.
You're
Because
back.
the war has seen a very dangerous change of course from striking
You've already gone abroad. I haven't gone abroad consciously, but I was born in another country.
wave of the Iranian side of the war has been launched overnight, and it targeted Tel Aviv, Haifa, and other locations in Israel, as well as locations in Manama.
I haven't gone abroad. Have you?
And other
Hello,
locations in the
Shivam.
region. So, I mean, there's no let-up also in the
Shivam.
side of this war, and the stepping up of the
Shivam.
bombardment on enemy.
Welcome to my stream.
Consistency with what the leaders here are saying, that Iran has the means and the capabilities of continuing this war as long as it
I thought I
Thanks very much, Mohammed Val, where those attacks are still on
I
Israel has also launched a new round of
thought I
strikes
saw
on
your
Iran.
face. We're every day from after a long time. Hi, Shivam.
Exchanging attacks for the last week and a half. Israel has bombed southern
Yeah, it's been a
Lebanon,
long
southern suburbs of
time.
Beirut, but strikes on
I
Thursday
am
night
now
have hit the city
online.
centre.
including one site, and that was about a kilometre from the Prime Minister's office.
Baby, you're like lightning in a bottle.
In the capital, Beirut,
I can't let you go now that I got it.
yesterday, but those attacks do continue,
All
not
I
just in
need
central
is.
Beirut, but also in the southern parts of the country. Yes, absolutely. So, as you mentioned, we had these two strikes on central Beirut earlier this afternoon or earlier evening. Now, Israeli military said that they were targeting cash reserves.
Oh,
that had
it's not easy.
in the basement of a couple of buildings.
Hello, FNAF Spring Bonnie or Sean. How are you? Good morning. It is morning.
It's been quiet there for the last hour.
Welcome to the live
The
stream.
Israeli surveillance drone, which is constantly overhead. And just now we've heard the call to prayer.
Welcome to the live stream.
It's Ramadan. People here are still fasting, even the people who are living on the streets among the hundreds of thousands of displaced. But a little more than an hour ago, we did see
I'm doing what? But it was morning. It's morning.
Targeted a specific vehicle. We haven't been able to get down there because that is part of the area that is subject to mass forced evacuation orders, which mean that more Israeli airstrikes can come in there.
Guitar
And the first responders that we have been speaking to in the last little while who were down there on the scene. So that's a great deal of concern for them as well. And they're also
piano chords. Piano
We see one
chords.
rocket come in, people gather maybe to help the people who've been injured.
Okay.
And the second one comes in, and that's
Let's see
the
now.
death toll from some of what we call these targeted assassination strikes, which are designed to kill one or a handful of people. But we are seeing with death toll from
Yeah, it's early today. Shivam is Tagalog.
reaching 12 people with 31 injured. Now, the update from the Lebanese Ministry of Health across the country is that 687
C major.
have been killed in its latest round
C
of
major.
hostilities, with more than 1,700 injured.
C minor.
But there have been very heavy strikes today, which are not yet reported, but they have in the
D
last
major.
while updated the toll for a specific strike in a town called Arki,
D minor.
south. Telling us has killed 9 people.
It's early today.
Children. And that area is part of this area of settlement which has been subject to mass forced evacuation orders, which we have expanded in the last 24 hours. Previously, it was everybody south of the Litani River who had been told to leave their homes. Pushed that border around 50 kilometers from the frontier. Now they that they must leave their homes.
Okay, the volume is a bit too loud. Did you just start the live? Yes, I did. It's not too long ago.
Despite the order that their military and security activities have been declared illegal, and they are going to continue using announcements from Israel. Thank you very much for the update. Iran has launched another Islamic warning sirens sounding across the night sky as Israeli defense systems shot down missiles.
What do you guys want me to do? Do you want me to read something? Read a book for you? Have you ever played Pogs in school back then? Pogs? The circles? The circle ones? The circle ones? Those that you do this? Like, is that Pogs? I know about them, but I haven't played.
Which is near Nazareth, was pretty badly hit by Iranian missiles.
Sister Felice is Tagalog. Yes, I am Tagalog. I'm kind of good at piano.
Seems like
I don't really know how to play the piano. I'm just random. Just random.
As well. Now, what did Benjamin Netanyahu say earlier on? He was talking for
Just
the first time
random.
in this
So,
conflict so far that he's actually spoken in front of Israeli journalists and taken questions from them.
what do you
Perhaps you
guys
noticed
want me to
recently
do?
there have been newspaper articles saying, where is Benjamin
Do you guys want me to
Netanyahu? Why
read
is he not
something?
speaking to
Yes,
us
back
in the same way
then
that
they
he's
were
speaking
very
to
popular.
US media? He went
Yes,
on Fox
I
News,
think
spoke to
I
Sean
think I've
Hannity earlier
seen
on
them.
in the conflict.
Pogs. Let's
He
see
used this
Pogs.
opportunity to
Pogs.
threaten the new leadership of Iran
Pogs.
and to say that it was up to the Iranian people
Yeah,
to
those
rise up and
circle
overthrow
ones.
the
I've
Ayatollahs.
seen
He talked
them.
about the situation in the north and the ongoing campaign on the ground in Lebanon, saying that that might well be expanded north of the Litani River. He was with domestic politics as well. He took this opportunity
Excuse me.
while he has broad support
Do you remember
this
me?
conflict to push
Okay,
the
wait, let
points
me
to
see.
Israel's president, Isaac Herzog, to do what Donald Trump has been saying that Isaac Herzog should do as well, and that's use
But I
presidential
know you like Blackpink though.
Netanyahu the all clear for that corruption trial that he's facing.
I know you like
Right, so that number that you
Blackpink.
gave for
Just
2023, that
AJ.
seems to
Just
be quite a
that.
high
Just
number for an
that.
attack on Israel, which Iran
I know you
responded
like
to with
Blackpink. That's all I
increased attacks in the
remember.
Strait of them. Thanks very much. Rory Challenge there in Jordan.
Do you live stream
Now,
every
speaking
day?
of
I
reporting,
could.
Iran's new supreme
I
leader
could
has
live
issued
stream
his
every day.
first public statement, and he addressed his country's attacks on his neighbours. Ayatollah
Do you
Mustafa
guys
Khamenei
want me to
said we
live
have
stream every
15
day?
countries as land or maritime neighbours, and we
How
have
about
always
sing?
been and remain willing to
Okay.
have warm and constructive relations
Let's
with all of
get
them.
rid of
For a few
this.
years, he said the enemy has gradually established bases, military and financial, in some of these countries in order to secure its
Oh no,
dominance
my
over the region. In the
sister.
latest assault, some military bases were used, and naturally, as we had explicitly warned, and without intending to harm those countries, we attacked only those bases. Well, let's go to Monique Trainer, who's worked for us in Qatar's capital, Doha. Now, those attacks, of course,
How about
despite what the statement
sing?
says, haven't just hit US assets. You know, you and I, being in the region, have seen that it has expanded beyond that.
It
Screaming.
has. I mean, just today, Kuwait officials announced
Bonnie.
two civilians in a residential neighborhood.
What should I
In
sing?
72 hours, we've seen
Summer after high school when we first met. Gonna make out in your Mustang. Radiohead.
set ablaze, the sky filled with smoke.
Summer after high school when we first met. Gonna make out in your Mustang to Radiohead. Sister Felice, I saw you playing. You did? And on my 18th birthday, we got matching tattoos. We used to steal your parents' liquor and climb to the roof. Talk about our future like we had a clue. Never knew that one day I'd be losing you in another life. I would be your girl. We keep all our promises. Be us against the world.
The U.S. Treasury Department says it is for
In
vessels already been
another
loaded.
life.
The move will last for 1 month.
I never seen
Resulting
diamond
from
in the
global
flesh.
energy prices resulting from the conflict in the Middle East. European leaders have raised concern over the purchase of Russian oil due to the war in Ukraine. Well, John Coleman is live for
Diamond
us
in
in
the
Washington,
flesh.
D.C. So what is the U.S. doing, John, to keep
I
that
cut
oil
my
flowing?
teeth on wedding rings in the movies. And I'm not proud of my address. In a torn up town, no postcode envy. But every song is like gold teeth. Have you ever played Friday Night Funkin'? I haven't. Friday Night Funkin'. I know that game.
In the US and says that only the goods can only move between US ports on US built
Wonder if I could play it.
US crude ships, and they're talking at the moment about loosening that up to include some foreign ships.
You guys want me to play it?
Not just requiring to use US-owned ships, there'll be more flexibility for oil and other fuels.
Ninja in association with Newsgrounds. Friday night.
Energy trade.
Funkin'.
A lot of it is caught up in that Strait of Hormuz. Another thing that the United States has done, this was announced in the preceding days, is that they're going to...
It turns out that it was not a song.
...barrels of oil from their strategic reserves onto the oil trade, the international oil trade. And the International Energy Agency says that that was just part of 400 million barrels globally that they're going to be releasing from different countries' reserves.
Do you guys wanna see it?
Working together to try and make sure the oil doesn't completely dry up, or doesn't dry up to a large extent on the international market. But it's still the case that
I don't know if you could see it.
barrels of oil worldwide goes through the Strait of Hormuz, the strait that Iran is saying that the moment it's going to attack that goes through that strait without its permission. And so possibly the thing that the US could do most to reassure
Fresh.
oil companies is to provide
Easy.
safe on escort
Let's try fresh.
ships that are going through. What the US government has said that they're working on it, but at the moment that's not a reality, that they'll do it when it's militarily possible.
Oh, I missed.
India's urging people not to panic buying cooking gas as the Iran war dispute disrupts or impacts energy supplies.
Da-na-na-na.
So much of the country's qualified petroleum gas
Da-na-na-na-na.
there's no shortage of energy, but it has
Da-na-na-na.
restrictions put in place to protect household supplies. Residents fear they may soon struggle to put food on their tables.
Oh, shoot!
Some restaurants could be forced to close as their LPG deliveries are squeezed. Rebecca Buck from Mumbai. News like this one of falling at cooking gas distributors across India. As one to grow about
Oh my gosh.
by the Indian government assurances there is no need to panic. Some residents say they're already finding it tough without their liquefied petroleum gas or LPG cylinders.
Oh, shoot! Oh no!
Most Indian households use LPG for cooking. Homes like this one use at least one cylinder a month. The government has increased
Alright!
cylinders from 21 to 25 days to try to control supply.
Okay,
But
how about
reportedly
some
fuel
other
and
game?
market sales. India depends on imports for about 60% of its LPG needs, and most of this comes from the Middle East. But with shipping through the Strait of Hormuz
This is cool.
by the Iran conflict, the government has invoked emergency measures, giving priority to gas supplies for households over industry. As a result,
Trying to play spaghetti song on that game. Spaghetti? Spaghetti song? There isn't there's no spaghetti song. Okay.
India is ramping up domestic production of LPG and seeking
Both people. Okay.
With supplies under pressure as the Middle East war escalates, both households and businesses are braced for impact. Rebecca Bunton, Al Jazeera, Mumbai.
Go. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Palestinians forced to flee Israeli strikes.
Dun, dun, dun.
Five their tent camps destroyed. Israeli
Dun,
army
dun,
bombarded their
dun, dun,
shelters on
dun.
Wednesday. Israel continues to attack the Strip, and that's
Dun,
despite a
dun, dun,
US-focused truce reached back in October. Gaza's health ministry says that
dun,
more than 600 Palestinians have been killed since the ceasefire was
dun, dun,
declared.
dun.
We returned and found everything destroyed.
Mhm.
We have
Dun,
no
dun,
tents, nothing. Our lives are destroyed. They destroyed us
dun,
in
dun, dun,
Shinariya
dun,
and our house was
dun.
gone. We left only with the clothes we had on. We did not grab any clothes. Here now it's the same.
Yeah, we did it.
No food or drink.
Hey, what's your username on Roblox so I can unfriend you?
Netherlands and
Maybe
Iceland have
Spaghetti
both
Singing
joined
is
South
on
Africa
another
in a
game.
genocide case against
Yeah,
Israel
it's
at the International Court of Justice. Both countries have submitted arguments on the case, which accuses Israel of violating the Genocide Convention through its military operations in Gaza. Iceland and the Netherlands say forced displacement and harm to children could be significant additional factors in the case. Israeli settlers have set a mosque ablaze in
okay.
the north of occupied West
Maybe
Bank.
Spaghetti Song is in another game. Okay, let's try another game.
Police have opened an investigation, but for Palestinians, there's little
Do you
hope
guys
of
see
justice.
my
They're
screen?
bringing reports from there. A house of prayer set on fire. Palestinian firefighters
Let
continued the blaze at this
us
mosque in the village of Doma, near Nablus in the occupied West Bank. Israeli
let's
settlers
change
carried out
this.
the attack after midnight on Thursday and
Feliz.
then fled the scene. But they left behind a message. It reads, from Ben Nachman Synagogue.
Oh, 30.
They're referring to a Jewish prayer house that was part of an
Alright.
illegal Israeli settlement outpost near Ramallah. The Israeli army recently dismantled this outpost and two others.
Crazy games. What games do you want to play?
As much as this graffiti is a message to Palestinians living here, it's also directed at the Israeli authorities, a warning that secular groups will
We can play
react.
Doodle Road.
Illegal Israeli settlement outposts are growing. Dozens have been established in recent weeks. Authorities have removed fewer than a handful. They are mostly used as launch pads for settler attacks. And since the Israeli-US offensive on Iran started almost 2 weeks ago, Israeli settler violence has killed at least
Draw
6
that.
Israeli forces raided the village to investigate the attacks. But people here tell us that these investigations rarely go
Snake
anywhere.
Maze
This
Escape.
has
How about
emboldened
this one?
settlers whose attacks have intensified, empowered by fears. From the north to the south
Hide
of the
its
occupied
bar.
West Bank, Israeli settlers are moving freely, attacking with precision and seemingly without fear. Because
I'm
as
just
Palestinian
gonna
people here
move
will
it.
tell you, there are few consequences for violence against their
Claim.
communities. Ibrahim Al Jazeera, Douma, occupied West Bank. In Ethiopia, more than 100 people have been killed in landslides triggered by days of heavy rain. Regional officials say the landslides hit several areas of the Gamo zone earlier this
We're
week. At least 50
gonna.
people are missing. A man involved in an attack on a synagogue in the US state of Michigan has been identified as a Lebanese-born
Okay.
naturalized US citizen. 41-year-old Ayman Ghazali was shot dead after ramming his car into the building. Federal officials say Ghazali was granted citizenship.
Maybe you can play
in
Roblox.
2016, and there are no reports
Roblox?
of casualties or injuries.
Okay, we can play Roblox.
Continue here on Al Jazeera.
Menu. We can exit. Exit. Roblox. Let us. Oh. Let us play Roblox. Maybe you can play Roblox. You wanna see? We can play Restaurant Tycoon. We can play Supermarket. Dive Down. Would you want to play Dive Down? What game should I play? What game should we play? Maybe we could play Supermarket Simulator. We could play this.
world of business and economics. This week, oil prices are on edge. American consumers are already feeling it at the pump. Donald Trump says it's a small price to pay for defeating Iran, but is it really, or could rising energy
Claim.
costs fuel inflation in the US? Europe is at risk too, and inflation there could be sharper. Gas prices across the continent have soared. Prolonged disruption of the Strait of Hormuz could hit households and businesses
Day
hard.
1. Alright.
Manufacturing countries are bracing for an energy shock. The region depends
Press
heavily
B.
on energy imports from the Gulf. What could that mean for their economies, and how will central banks there?
We can buy. I have 200, so I can buy flour. Maybe
It's caused
2.
the largest energy supply shock in decades. Conflict between the
Two
US,
of them?
Israel, and Iran is flattening oil
Okay,
markets.
never mind.
Prices have
Bye.
been swinging wildly.
Purchase
Prices without
successful.
costing since 2022 before pulling back as markets
So,
heavily
where do we
trusted the
go?
conflict. Strait of Hormuz remains effectively closed while attacks on energy facilities in the Middle East threaten to deepen the crisis even further. From American drivers at the pump to European factories and Asian
Oh.
economies, the impact is already being felt.
I can get this.
Rise in oil costs is quote a very small price to pay for safety and peace.
And then
Go
forward.
Stagflation.
Good try.
Growth, which could happen
Yep.
on a global scale.
Profit, let's say $1. 150. Oh, okay. 1.50.
In the United States,
Okay.
petrol prices are already on the rise.
There.
9 days into the conflict, they spiked 14%,
And
clocking in around $3.40 a gallon. Average people are feeling the pinch, and this could have knock-on effects on the
open.
rest of the economy.
Welcome to my shop. Anyone welcome to my shop? How about natural disasters? Okay, wait, hold on.
A worse than expected jobs report showed the U.S. economy lost around 92,000 jobs in Q4 last year. The Fed was considering more rate cuts, but these might be pushed back due to growing uncertainty over inflation. And with midterm elections on the horizon,
okay.
the fate of Congress may be decided by the health of the economy. U.S. President Donald Trump is reassuring the public that the war is worth it, and that the spike in oil prices will only be temporary.
Okay,
Meanwhile, the European Union
let's leave.
all its fossil fuels, making it
Let's
vulnerable
leave
to
the
sudden
experience.
shifts in prices.
Natural disasters.
Europe already suffered an energy crisis in 2022.
Natural
when Russia's war in
disasters.
Ukraine disrupted supply. Now they're seeing prices rising once again, which could mean more
Natural
pain for consumers.
disasters. This
And
one?
while the continent has reduced its dependence on Russian energy,
Have you ever seen the Murder Drone series? I haven't.
at this moment,
I haven't seen the
Russian
that.
President Putin is threatening to turn off the supply.
Let's try this.
Сейчас открываются другие. Perhaps it would be more advantageous for us to stop
I'm
supplying
ready.
the European market right now.
Do your best to survive.
Consolidate our position there. And here too, there is, I want to be clear, no political motive.
But it's in Asia the greatest impact might be felt. It takes in around 86% of crude oil
Okay.
liquefied natural gas that passes through the Strait of Hormuz.
We are going to
Reserve supplies from
stay alive.
China has already ordered its
I can't even get up here.
The country has stockpiles, but is taking no chances.
What's
South
happening?
Korea has capped domestic fuel prices for the first time in nearly 30 years to control soaring energy costs, a move to ease pressure on consumers. And India has secured a 30-day waiver from the U.S., allowing it to import sanctioned Russian oil. This will allow it to build up reserves to weather the crisis. Washington is considering extending this offer to other allies. The impact of the war will go far
Hello,
beyond
everyone.
and analysts say the longer the conflict drags on,
What the heck?
the consequences are likely to be to the global economy.
Hello.
Al Jazeera for Counting the Cost.
So how can this crisis lead to more inflation?
Hello.
Oil is used to produce petrol, so that's one of the first things we go up in price. Then indirect effects. Despite the huge budget for fossil
Survivors.
fuels,
There's
this
only
makes
two
it too late more
survivors
for
for that
energy and
game.
for transport, and that drives up the prices of everything else. Those costs are passed on to the consumer as a result.
Alright,
Further, the
we're
world's
gonna
fertilizer
survive.
supply also passes through the Strait of Hormuz.
What?
Prices are already climbing, and that's
That
without a
body
knock-on effect
though.
on the cost of food. The aviation industry is also being hit hard. The
Okay.
crisis has caused
Let
major
us.
disruptions of flights routed away from the Gulf. This,
Next
along with
map,
rising
devastation
is pushing up
station.
ticket prices. If the war ends now, analysts warn that
Okay.
prices won't return to January lows
Let's
quickly.
go
Gulf
to
stations
the
cut
top.
production, the storage fills up with fuel that they simply can't
Let's go
export.
to the
They're
top.
warning that it'll take time to bring output back
Okay,
to
never
previous levels,
mind.
and the risk of a renewed conflict.
Let's go
Also
where
increase
other
the cost
people
of
are
transport.
going.
Shipping firms charge a premium
Ah!
for taking
I fell.
To discuss this more, joining me from London is Freya Beamish. She's the Chief Economist of Global Data TS Lombard. From Brussels, we have Rebecca Christie. She's a Senior Fellow at Google. And joining us also from Hong Kong is Alicia Garcia Herrero. She's the Chief Economist for Asia Pacific at NetAxis. Well, first of all, Alicia, let's start off with you. And
Okay, what will be the disaster?
really pose for the global economy?
How about Brookhaven? Hi, Shivam. Tsunami! It's a tsunami! Get to higher ground! Get to higher ground now! Get to higher ground. Get to higher ground. Hurry up! Get to higher ground. Maybe later you can try Forsaken. It's really fun. Oh yeah, Forsaken. Ooh. Oh no! We survived. Oh. Okay. We survived. We survived. Floor. You play Floor of Lava? I don't. Maybe later. Okay, let's. We survived. Let's leave and play something else. What's that? Forsaken? Forsaken. Is it this one?
It's the length and duration of this conflict and also
Is it this one?
on track again, which is going to be the real
Sean?
from here, I suppose.
Are you there? Is it this one? Bye, Tristan. Bye bye. I think it's this one. This game contains flashing lights. If triggers you. Full screen. Full screen. Where is the full screen? Full screen. Where's the full screen? Okay, there. Hi, Tristan. Welcome.
This time around, we may find that the inflationary impact is less the main concern, and that it's actually growth that takes the hit this time around. This has been a very resilient US economy, but the buffers between US recession and
We're waiting for the game to load.
much thinner. So any kind of shock at this stage can push us towards that recession. That's in the worst case scenario, but even if we move back from that worst case scenario,
We are waiting. It's taking a while.
doing damage to the way that investors think about our markets and think about risks
It's taking quite a while.
Even shorter that last phase, we could see investors gradually starting to price risk differently, some
What?
rising. There have been a lot of these shocks.
It's not even loading.
In the economy, and that does start to affect any investors.
Try shawarma anomalies. Okay, let's try.
The fact is, especially for Europe, I think it is the gas equation more important than the oil.
Let's try shawarma
Oil
anomalies.
in Europe are very low right now.
Well, fortunately, Europe is heading into the summer months where
Shawarma.
heating and winter protection will be
Warma
necessary. So it really depends
anomalies.
on how long it lasts. The EU
This
is in the
one?
middle of a big debate over how
This
quickly
one?
to switch to renewables and how to
Shawarma anomalies. Okay, let's try.
so the energy generated by renewables can be distributed.
Okay, let's try
Have
this.
some places too much electricity and some places not enough.
Welcome. Seizure and audio hazard. This game contains flashing lights, high contrast patterns, and sudden loud noises that may trigger seizures for people with photosensitive epilepsy or cause distress to those sensitive to loud sounds. If you have any cool okay, never mind. Alright. Claim. So we go. Where do we go? Um,
So that would be really only around 15 days.
maybe just one.
I think South Korea they hope better.
Who's Cheska?
Yeah, and it's back to you. Could this policy respond that you make things worse? Because let's not forget there's a cost of push inflation. It almost acts like an interest rate hike. And if policymakers
Alright.
raise the cost of borrowing,
We are in the game.
it's double whammy.
Yeah, we have to work some cases to start watching. One is Australia. There was no mention of Iran, but we had
We are in the game now. Oh my goodness. Hi! Hi, Simply Moon. Welcome. Okay. We are going to open. We're going to open the. We are moving so slow. Okay.
That might hit the Japanese economy because it might be very unexpected compared to what the kind of speed that people had in mind. And if
Alright.
we were to see more stimulus, South Korea has already announced that it will
Welcome to your night shift at
Okay.
Shawarma Kiosk. Let's start with the basics. Step 1. Turn on the grill. Customers just love their shawarma hot.
Alright. Turn on the grill. Turn on the grill. Where's the grill? Okay, grill switch.
Great. Now open the window. Let everyone know you're ready.
Open the window. Is it still at 0?
Before serving, be sure to read the safety rules. They're super friendly, just like we are.
Alright. Safety rules. Rules. Serve normal customers. Closing the window on them is a mistake. Close the window if you do not want to serve the other. Don't serve serving them is a mistake. Okay. Okay. Put it back. Oh, here's the rules.
And while you wait, feel free to watch TV.
Welcome to the night shift.
Music keeps the mood up.
Is your username Felice? No, it's Hell Queen 03.
Their eyes. It's more fun that way. Have a wonderful shift. Smile, serve, and everything will be just perfect.
If a smiling customer can hand him a soda, the wet moving bundle he gives you must stay sealed under the counter. Every Friday around a car with no driver. What?
The same question for
Uh,
you here as well, Rebecca. And also
uh,
in the sense of how does
start
this
with
affect
lavash.
Donald Trump's
What did,
affordability
what
agenda
did you
just
say?
8 months before those midterms?
What did you say?
It's quite ironic that he
Um,
has, of his
hello?
own discretion,
What did you
started
say?
a war that will make affordability worse,
Okay.
not better, in the United States. There are so many mixed messages coming from this administration
Okay.
toward the economy in terms of
I'm not
do
very
they
good
want
at this.
people to have more jobs and more access to
Okay.
stuff, and housing in particular is a
Put
real
lavash
concern,
on the
or
board.
are we going to spend money on these things like advertising campaigns and
Put.
government building construction?
Okay.
And now
Add
this war, of course,
sauce.
is the
Where's
biggest
the
one. One of
sauce?
the things that comes up over and over again is the very high cost of the
Put
U.S. military
it
arsenal.
on the
So every
lavash.
time the U.S. loses
This
even
is
one
taking so
object,
long.
air defense or a plane or
And
something
add
like that,
cheese.
that
Where's
represents
the
an awful lot of
cheese?
money that could have been used on some of these other issues that have a bigger impact on people's
This is
day-to-day lives in
taking
the
so
United
long.
States.
Listen, looking at China,
Hi.
they came out with their growth target the other day, which was right
Okay.
down
Add
from
salad.
previous years. Do you think they need to revise that?
Add the
Given what's
salad.
going on?
They may have revised, and that's why you saw the 4.5 to 5. They may have changed that last minute.
Add the meat.
We always think that doesn't change anything last minute, but
Can I add you in Roblox?
I
Yes.
tell you why, because
You
the
can.
person was quite
You can.
comfortable after the Supreme Court decision
You
to
can add
eliminate
me on
the
Roblox.
electricity tariff. It was very much China-centric, also Brazil, but China was the second best treated out of that.
Meat
They
refilled.
saw massive
Okay.
reduction in tariffs, and in fact, today we had export data for the first 2 months of the year, and that was amazing, 22% increase. I mean,
Okay.
unheard of,
And
except,
roll the
maybe
shawarma.
after COVID or something like extreme cases.
Good.
So I think China felt probably comfortable with 5, but then it saw what was coming right before
All
the
right.
end of the starting
What?
presentation
What? What?
of the work report in the 2 sessions in the last
What
week.
the?
And probably they said, let's give us some space. I'm not sure whether that space is enough, 4.5,
What?
because if things linger, it might
I
be too high for China. We'll
I
see.
don't
But
want to do this.
I quite agree on what happens
I
with,
can't do this.
with demand more than inflation. Inflation is
Let's
not
play
good
another
for China,
game.
you all realize. If anything, is helping China inflate out of very low inflation. But the impact on external growth out of this crisis is very concerning for China.
This is me
So,
if you want.
when you look at this,
want to.
and you look at what Europe did post 2022, they have trying to get a new gas model together. Do they have to come up with another set of arrangements for their security, energy security?
Wow, she's so pretty.
I mean, there has certainly been some progress made since 2022, but it's incomplete. And when we sort of ran the charts looking at
Wow.
the stockpiles, it's interesting that there wasn't more of an effort to sort of build that up. As has been said already.
This is my handle. It's Hell Queen 03.
And our base case is that this does
Can I
start to
come
settle
back
down
later? I need to eat
before the
lunch.
demand
Yes, you
kicks in, but
can.
certainly there's still a long way to go.
You can go eat lunch.
Within Europe, and again, sort of coming back to your question in regards to interest rates, it is the ECB that's most likely to sort of step towards that.
I wanna
that
do
hike.
this restaurant
Anyway, we're sort
tycoon.
of looking at the ECB as moving more towards a hawkish stance, and this could actually sort of push them sort of further in that
Psychological
direction
experiment.
if oil prices and energy, gas prices remain elevated.
Well, do you think there are actually, Freya? Do you think things
Well,
will get
welcome to
worse
Bloxburg.
because the commodities are priced in dollars? You've got also weakening European currencies. Is that a double whammy?
Yeah, so last year there was a little bit of a short period of time where it looked like the
Dress to
rest of the world had kind of
impress,
escaped
ice
the
cream
flip
shop.
side of the exorbitant privilege, which is what you've essentially just described. The US is protected to some degree by these
You
by
can
some
come
shocks
back.
by the prices of
You can
commodities
come back
in
after
dollars.
you're done with
And last year,
lunch.
because there was so much else going on with regards to a kind of a structural shift in the dollar, we had this period where you were getting some tensions arising in the Middle East, and
Bye.
euro was still performing quite well. Now, this
Bye
year,
if you
obviously, a
need to
much
go
clearer
lunch.
situation in the Middle East, and the dollar has already sort of made a lot of that, kind of first step of the structural shift.
Okay.
And so this time around, it's a more normal response from from foreign exchange markets, with the dollar appreciating and
Okay.
net importers of energy depreciating, and that does sort of
I
cause this. It does cause an amplifier on the energy shock.
Rebecca, what would you say is being priced
okay.
in right now in the various markets?
In the long
Bye.
term, the markets are seem to be expecting that things will go back to more or less normal. I say more or less because with the tariffs, with the uncertain growth outlook, with the elections coming up, there's not a whole lot of certainty. In the short run, we can continue to see very big swings depending on what happens because people are edgy and they're nervous. And inflation could go way up and growth could go down. And if that's the case, everyone is really stuck with how to react. There's not a clear move for central bankers and for market participants.
Alicia, the same question, but reframing it slightly. Why are the current markets underpricing the risk here as we went into this conflict? And are they still underpricing it?
Well, I think oil prices are high enough not to be underpriced in anything that lasts long. You see what I mean? These prices are to last for even 6 months. I mean, we're
Okay, I
building the
think
global economy, and therefore I think they're not underpricing. It's
I'm just gonna
possible they're
read,
overpricing.
read, and
But
do
again, this is all
SoundCloud.
about how long this lasts. So no
SoundCloud,
underpricing in my view.
Freya, I wanted to go back to what you said about the ECB turning
non-copyright music.
hawkish. Now, tell me something. Do you think they're going to be changing course on that? And could it actually be a huge detriment for the euro if they did start to raise rates? Having said that, it might mitigate some of the other concerns.
Yeah.
How about this one?
Destroying growth, so it's bad for equities and bad for bonds at the same time. Historically, if you have enough shock, that does actually take time to push up down premium because investors are asking for more compensation for the bond because it's just deteriorated in its quality as a hedge. But now that we've had a lot of these types of shocks, we are starting to see this uptrend in term premium, higher highs and higher lows, and that probably continues regardless of the result of this type of shock.
I broke my slipper.
And when you sort of turn to the central banking response, as we said, it's puts the two aspects of a mandate at risk. And if there is a dual mandate for the specific central bank, it's obviously a sort of concern as to if we start to see that inflation
Oh
is
my
going
god.
to then just destroy the demand growth and then bring down I suspect that the balance of the ECB is that if they do see inflation picking up on the back of this shock, then they will kind of accelerate their move towards hawkishness just because of the impact of the
Hi, my one viewer.
Rebecca, you were nodding there, but ultimately getting you to give you the defensive.
There's a real crossroads because we're about to see a big change in this
You can chat in the comments. Hi everyone.
direction of travel. I say that all of these things in cautious words because the US is so uncertain right now, and that in itself holds back growth. So
You could
stay tuned
chat.
for
Hi
how
everyone.
to navigate political waters,
You could
market expectations,
chat,
this dual mandate of full
you
employment
know.
and
Tell me how you are.
we saw that the jobs numbers were not looking great out of the US, so not clear how
Hello. welcome back, Tristan and Sean. Hi, welcome, Tristan and Sean. How is everyone? We're just vibing. Please sing. What should I sing?
petrochemical, so there's a lot of things that really create this
What should I
additional
sing?
inflation beyond oil. And I think the more you move into frontier markets, the worse it will be for a very simple reason. I mean, it's not
How
only
about this one?
refineries in the Gulf that
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my life with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my life with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I want, for all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Or how about Moon River, wider than a mile, I'm crossing you in style someday. Oh, dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbows and waiting round the bend. My huckleberry friend, Moon River and me. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, in the land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble smells like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. And you have to eat. Okay. See you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
In his first public statement since his appointment.
I see trees of
Israel's
green,
prime minister now says
red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue in clouds of white, the bright blessed day. Don't say goodnight. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
An Iran-backed Iraqi armed group says it shot down the KC-135
I think
aircraft
to
with
myself, what a wonderful world.
plane involved in the incident was able to land safely. In Iraq's Erbil region, a drone attack on a joint French-Kurdish base has killed a French soldier. The attack on Thursday night also wounded several others. French troops are in Erbil as part of a multinational counter-terrorist initiative.
I've been dreaming of a true love's kiss. I'm craving food. Why didn't you came last night? Oh, because I was already sleeping. I was already asleep.
Shipping route for global energy supplies will remain closed. And he said attacks on U.S. bases in the region will continue.
I was already hungry. Me.
Israel's Prime Minister
Excuse me.
Netanyahu also appeared for his first news conference since the war, issuing veiled threats to Iran's new supreme leader. After days of intense
To you, yes, my love to you. Yes, my love to you. You, to you. Watashi wa watashi, anata wa anata to. Yuebe ita teta sono kimosuru wa. Gure ni koto no ni miyobugaru kohi no shimi. I kawarazu na no ne. But you told me that you are living with your grandparents.
What more do you know?
I am. I already slept.
Well, this is a French.
Stay with me. Mayona kaluluwa tadaki. Kairana naita. Ano kesutsuga ima memumae. Stay with me. Kuchigo seui nagara. Futari no toki wo taite. I mean, you said you were in the living room. Yeah, but I went to sleep already. Stay with me.
We understand that they have been carrying out attacks against the U.S. Even the consulate in Erbil, the embassy in Baghdad, and the Victory Base, which is annexed to Baghdad International Airport. These attacks have increased.
I had the time of my life, and I never felt this way before.
U.S.-Israeli military campaign on Iran, but has recently increased.
I swear, this is true, and I owe it all to you. Hey, hey.
of the supreme leader of Iran, the late Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, and
Oh,
this kind of the
I
military campaign by Israel
had
and the
the
United
time
States
of
on
my
Iran. It's
life
clear that they're acting on behalf
and
of
never
Iran. But
felt this
here in
way
Iraq, it's interesting
before.
because you can find the
And
fighting
you.
parties more than those in Iran. For example, here we have attacks and counterattacks every single day, every single night. We have Iran-aligned armed groups attacking military bases which are home to Iraqi and US forces. You have the
Ba-da-ba-ba.
IRGC attacking military bases
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
and also home to both
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Iraqi and coalition troops. You
Um,
have the US and Israeli airstrikes targeting locations of the popular mobilization units, killing and
uh,
wounding several military
Georgia. Have a
individuals.
great day.
So
Thank you,
we
Star
can call it a
Sky.
secondary battlefield. Iraq has turned into a
Star
secondary
Sky.
battlefield since the military got taken over and the United
Georgia.
States
Wrap me
invaded.
up in
All
all
right, let's
your.
cross now to
I
John Holman and his
want
live first in
you.
Washington, D.C. So,
In
John,
my
let's
arms,
where
you
are we
let
talking
me
about one
hold
attack, drone
you.
strike
I'll
targeting a
never
French-Kurdish joint base
let
in
you
Erbil.
go
I want to ask you about another
again
incident that's happened
like
in
I
Iraq, and I want to ask
did.
you what's the latest
Oh,
over
I
there in
used
CENTCOM
to
regarding this incident
say
involving the
I would
KC-135 U.S.
never
military refueling
fall
tank.
in love again until
Yeah,
I
we can ask ourselves
found
actually to
her.
Central Command what
I
they've done
said
in
I
Iraq
would
because
never
they first put
fall
out that
unless
information
it's you
5
I
hours ago.
fall into.
Just
I
about
was
5 hours
lost
ago, just to remind you
within
of the
the
latest
darkness.
information that this
Elijah?
was an incident
Yeah,
that involved
I
two
do. I
planes.
remember
So one
you.
of them landed safely, but this other plane, the KC-135 that she's
I
getting
remember
into
you,
Paris,
Elijah.
was
Hi,
not.
Vivian
It was
Cruz.
lost, and
Hello,
the
hello.
ongoing rescue effort. That they said that there was no fire involved, either hostile
Vivian
or
Cruz.
friendly. What has happened since then is that Reuters news
Jaja
agency
Pauline.
has said that they've got an
Cruz.
official, they've cited an
Shout
official saying that there were
out.
6 soldiers aboard the plane.
Shout out to
AP
you.
news agency since then also said that there are at least
I
5 crew
never
members again.
fall
Citing
in
an
love
official. The
again
Central
till
Command
I
themselves haven't responded
found
to our
her.
request yet to verify that information. So we've yet to find out exactly
Mm-hmm.
what the toll is in terms
Mm-hmm.
of
I
human life.
fall
We do know that one
into.
of these
I
planes, the
was lost within the darkness.
KC-135, costs about
When
$40
I
million. So
found
that's another
her,
cost in terms of
I
the financial
found
cost to the US of this war. We
you.
also know that just in the
Is
first 6
everybody
days of the
hungry?
war, it
Do
cost
you
the
remember
US
me from your
military
other music
more than
video?
$11 billion dollars. This effort, that's what Pentagon officials told US lawmakers. So the costs keep racking up. This is the
I
4th
do
US plane to
though.
be taken down. 3 of them were shot down by Kuwaiti air defenses. 30
But I
were
have
involved
kind
in
of
the
have
conflict,
school.
and that was
I really remember
KC-135
you from before.
refueling
Yeah.
tanks. We'll update as soon as we get more information on that.
It takes a while to remember because your names
Thank you both.
yeah.
The Israeli army has launched what it says is a wide-scale
I
wave
don't
of
know
overnight
that one.
airstrikes on Iran. Multiple explosions have been reported in the capital.
Like before I tell you the
These are the
Titanic
latest
music.
pictures
Oh
from there.
yeah, you
The UN's
did.
refugee agency says more than 3 million people in Iran have been displaced by the ongoing war. Many have fled Tehran and other major cities to areas in the north. Let's head now to Tehran.
I
Speaker
was
Ahmed
lost
Bal, who's
within
standing by
the
for us there. So,
darkness,
Ahmed,
but then I
bombardment on
found
Iran. What are we hearing
her.
from
I
Iranian officials
found
either on the political side of things or the military
you.
side of things?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Mohammed, regarding the military side of things, there has been
Wow.
bombardment overnight. We've been hearing sounds of bombs throughout the night or missiles falling down, mostly to the south of Tehran, and we have also Iraq in the central west. We have the deputy governor of Iraq saying that at least 2 people were killed, a woman and a 12-year-old
Oh my.
boy in an attack on a residential building in Iraq. So that's one of the
Like before I tell you
details
the
that we see,
Titanic music.
that we have
Yes, you
received overnight
did.
about the results of those attacks, but also Kashan,
I was lost
south of
within
Tehran,
the
received a share of the
darkness,
bombardment,
but then I
also, and Al-Ahwas
found
in
her.
Khuzestan province Tehran itself always takes the most bombardment every day, and that's what I have said at the beginning here. But we heard sounds of explosions throughout tonight. We can't know the location so far. We understand that there will be some details during the day coming to us. On the other side, on the other hand, we have the 44th wave of the so-called True Promise #4 operation. That's the Iranian operation in the context of this war, and they say that Israel was the main target, West Jerusalem.
By the way, the famous YouTuber I Should Speed.
In the occupied Palestinian
Oh,
territories,
really? You
Safed,
did?
Menan, and Erbil were targeted by the most intense missiles and drones of the IRGC. So they are talking about intensification, stepping up of
I Show Speed. I Show Speed. Real name.
regarding the state of Hormuz, politicians here
Real
have been
name.
talking also about the continuation of that.
Darren Jason Watkins. Alright. That's cool.
But also there are some explanations given by
I was
other officials
lost
saying that
within
there
the
will be,
darkness, but then
ships that
found
could
her.
cross. So there is that little opening there for people.
I
For people
found
that
her.
will continue to transit.
Darren Jason Watkins
And also the
Jr.
Supreme Leader has
Cool.
threatened to close another state. Understandably, he didn't mention the name, but understandably, it's a state of Bab el-Mandeb, which is.
I'm kind of hungry already.
Djibouti, that's a very important, another much more important also waterway for the transfer of international energy shipments. So basically, Iran is stepping up its.
I was lost within the darkness, but then I found her. I found you. Because I Show Speed is a big fan of Rolando because Messi. I see. Hi, Shivan.
Across Tel Aviv on Thursday evening, bright flashes have been seen
Hey
in the night
there.
sky as Israeli defense systems shoot down Iranian missiles. Interceptions have also been reported in the occupied West Bank. A missile attack on the city of Zazir in northern Israel has injured at least 30.
I Should Speed met Ronaldo before and he got shot and got a picture with him. That's cool. That's pretty cool.
Officials say most of the injuries were caused by broken glass. All right, over now to Roy Challenge, who's in the Jordanian capital, Amman, for all the latest updates when it comes to Israel. So, Rory, strikes in
Diva.
what do we know about?
That's a diva.
It's not yet known whether this impact in Zazir was a direct hit from an Iranian missile or whether it was debris falling down from an
Please.
Iranian missile. But we do know that it
All right,
caused some significant
it's
damage
time to
and
prepare lunch.
injuries as well. We understand that one person has got moderate injuries and been taken to hospital. A woman in her early
I cannot
30s,
play
I think,
Roblox
was
because my favorite
in her back.
game is
Most
Grow
of
the Garden, but every time when I
injuries,
say
he said,
something, people I get banned because
people
my.
injured by flying
Oh.
homes were
But my account was
destroyed.
gone. Me logging into a new one, but it got deleted by
Nobody's
Google and I
been
got
trapped in
so
the buildings,
mad.
we understand.
Oh.
We haven't heard of any deaths.
And I joined
but, a
on.
pretty significant impact, certainly, in northern Israel. Now, it's pertinent to say why we don't understand.
It's
more
alright.
about this kind of event
I joined on my old
happening.
account that I didn't use when I was 5 years old. Now I'm 8 years old.
Hour or so, a little bit more than that. It's worth explaining Israel is under a pretty severe censorship
alright.
regime at the moment where the censor has to vet this kinds of information for release, and only once they've decided that it is essentially fit to be released to the public can that be done. If anyone went around and filmed all this stuff on their mobile phones and put it up on Instagram or X or whatever before the censor had decided they could do so, then they could be prosecuted for doing that. And also, it's worth mentioning Al Jazeera is illegal now in Israel around there. It's very difficult to verify this stuff firsthand.
And Rory, we did get more detail in the last couple hours with regard to the Israeli.
Alright.
We heard Prime Minister
Why is no one chatting to your stream? Well, because maybe there's nobody here besides you.
Since the war started, yes, he has
Or
been
people
making
just
all of his
don't
social
want
posts and
to.
that sort of thing, but it was certainly
That's
reported
okay
in
though.
mainstream media that he had gone on US TV.
That's
He'd been a guest
alright.
on Sean Hannity's show on Fox
That's
News
alright. That's
back in the
okay.
early days of the conflict, but he hadn't yet actually appeared and answered questions from Israeli journalists. So it was high time he did that. He used his press conference earlier on to make a plea to Iranians to rise up. He basically said that it was up to them to overthrow the Ayatollahs and set
Yep.
themselves on their path to freedom. And he had some threats for the new leadership of Iran as well. He talked about the situation in the north and the campaign to push Hezbollah into further into to Lebanon. That ground operation is going on in southern Lebanon
Why
at
are
the
there
moment.
no one in your
Worth
stream
noting that in
talking?
the run up to this conflict,
Well,
the
maybe
Israelis had
because
assumed that Hezbollah was a cowed and diminished force, but they proved themselves to still be a threat to Israel. All the rockets
because
that they've
there's
thrown.
only one
And of course, he
person
used
and
this
that's
for
you.
settling political scores as well. He made
You're
it
the
point
only
to
one
the
here.
president of Israel, Isaac Herzog, that he has it in his power to pardon Netanyahu. That's what Donald Trump has been
You're the
calling on
only one here, I
him to do.
guess.
While Netanyahu has
Oh,
had very
there's
little
two
wind at
more
his back and the
people.
public is behind his law,
Hi.
he used it to make sure that he
Hi, hi.
points that he should be pardoned for that corruption charge that's going against him.
I'm
All right, that's how to hear his Rory challenge live for us in the Jordanian capital. Rory, thanks for breaking that all down for us. Israel has also launched a new round of airstrikes on the Lebanese capital.
Where do you even live? In what country? I live in Philippines.
Israel and Hezbollah have been exchanging attacks for the
I
past week
live
and a half.
in the
Israel has bombed southern Lebanon and the
Philippines.
southern suburbs of Beirut. But strikes on Thursday night have hit the city center, including one site about a kilometer from the Prime Minister's office. Bernard Smith went to the scene of one of the Israeli strikes in the Lebanese capital.
Philippines, Southeast Asia.
This building in central Beirut was targeted by
I live in
Israeli
Philippines still, but I want to meet the
Israelis say
biggest fan, Mr. Beast, and this
millions
year's
of dollars in cash under armed guard
I show
by
speed because I want to
Hezbollah
meet them
fighters.
for the
Another
first
building
time.
elsewhere in central Beirut, also
That would be
linked to
cool,
Hezbollah, was also
but
targeted this
it's
evening. Israel
if
is
it's your
targeting hitting
dream,
buildings
then it will
outside of
happen.
Hezbollah's
Hopefully.
traditional stronghold. And that's partly why Lebanese Prime Minister Nawaf
Good morning,
addressed
Bello
the nation
Lesma.
said that
Good
we will not tolerate
morning.
incitement towards hatred
Good
or
morning,
division.
good morning,
And
good
that is
morning.
because as Israel targets areas that are not traditionally Hezbollah, it risks sparking sectarian tensions in this country because Hezbollah fighters, Hezbollah building property is discovered in areas where
How are you? Good morning.
Christian, and the risk of sparking those sectarian tensions far beyond studies.
I think they go to a new stream. That's alright.
So Heidi, if you could just bring up
I have a story to tell you. What is that?
the attacks that have been taking place in Lebanon over the course of the last several hours.
Where is the story?
Yeah, so since Bernard was on the scene of those attacks in Beirut earlier this evening, there have been a number of other strikes across the capital.
What is that story?
Targeted Dahia just around midnight. They shook the ground, they echoed across the city. And then a short while later, we saw what appears to have been another Israeli assassination strike in the northern part of Dahia, in a suburb called
I'm
Junah.
sorry, I need to go. See you, Elijah.
The Ministry of Health says that one person was killed in that strike. We were
Bye.
speaking to first responders on the scene who said the situation down there was quite difficult. They described it as tense, which we have witnessed ourselves in the aftermath of some of these assassination strikes. You show up down there on the scene, you've got ambulance crews from different organizations, including the Hezbollah-affiliated Islamic Health Organization. You get different paramedic crews, firemen, things like that, all showing up.
Hello,
on the scene. And it's
hello.
sometimes very difficult actually to get access in the immediate aftermath because these sites are very sensitive. This one in particular is in an area that was subject to one of these mass forced
I
evacuation
will
orders, which is
never
why we were
fall
unable to
in
get down there
love
ourselves.
again
And the
till
first
I
responders we were speaking to said that
found
they're also
her.
really worried about there being a double
Said
tap
I will
attack, which we had
never
seen
fall
just last night. In
unless
fact,
it's
the
you
strike on
I
Ramadan may have
fall
done in Beirut
into. I
beachfront
was
area. We
lost
spoke to witnesses,
within
and that
the
one of the
dark.
displaced people who had been sleeping in their
Then
tents,
I
they were
found
injured
her.
because the first
I
strike came in.
found
They
you.
gathered, they popped their heads out of their tents to see if they could help the people who'd been injured in the first one, and then a
I
second
am
projectile
literally
rocket
at
in, and that's when the
Philippines.
death
That's all
toll from
right.
that strike
I mean,
rose to
yeah.
12, with 31 people injured.
We
Now, the
live in the
national
same
toll
country
across the
then.
country, the latest numbers that we have is that 687 people have been killed, according to the Ministry of Health. More than 1,700 injured. But throughout the night, they do also provide these rolling updates because there have been continued airstrikes across the south of Lebanon today. Just in one of those strikes, in a small village near the city of Sidon, they say that 9 people were killed, 5 of them were children. And so we will begin to see those numbers reflected in the daily toll that comes out this afternoon. And the reason that they're updating on those strikes in the south is they've been very heavy over the last 24
Dun,
hours.
dun,
A number of
dun,
strikes in this area that has
dun,
been
dun,
subject to
dun,
expansion
dun,
of the forced
dun,
evacuation
dun,
orders
dun,
issued by the Israeli military. So previously
dun,
they told
dun.
everybody south of the Litani River that
All
they needed
right,
evacuate
I
everyone.
think I
They
go
have now
now.
extended that displacement zone
Goodbye,
is now extended
everyone.
about 50 kilometers north of the
Bye
Israeli
bye.
border, where
Oh,
all Lebanese citizens,
good evening.
civilians
I'm
have been
from
told
Brazil.
that they
I
have to
like you. Is it
vacate their
possible to
homes
send me
immediately. So that represents about 15%
with your
of the
live
country's
stream? I'll
landmass
be
at this
very.
point, and we already have the official number of more than 800,000
I
people
don't
displaced. But it's sure to be
really
touching north of a million now, because those numbers are just the ones of people who are
um.
registered. They're ones who are officially
It
seeking
would be
shelter in
cool
schools or
if
universities or the stadiums that have been
supported
open to shelter
me.
the displaced. But there are many people who can't access them, whether because they're free
Abra,
or whether because they're only open to Lebanese
Abra
nationals. And that is
Alling,
why we do still have people
Abra.
sleeping across the streets of the capital this evening. And it's been another cold night here in Beirut.
All right, that's Heidi Pett with all the latest for us from Beirut. Thanks so much, Heidi. As we've been reporting, Iran's new supreme leader has issued his first public statement and addressed the
Yes.
country's attacks on its neighbors. Ayatollah Moshtaba Khamenei said, "We have 15 countries as land or maritime neighbors, and we
I
have always been
only
willing to
yeah,
have
wait,
warm
let
and
me see.
constructive relations
A
with all
morning
of
we
them."
have
But for
we have
years,
girl in the
the
village, and
Venezuelans
she's
rapidly
beautiful girl
established
in the
bases,
village, and she
military
love
and
it boy,
financial, in
and
some of these
she is the
countries in
king of
order
the
to secure
village,
its
and she
dominance over
got.
the region. In the latest
Oh,
assault, some military bases were used, and naturally, as we had
he'll be
explicitly warned, and without
generous.
intending to harm those countries,
Well,
we attacked
my
those bases.
let me see.
Well, Malik Traiman is live for us from here in Doha. Malik, these attacks from Iran, they haven't just hit U.S. assets in the region. They've
My
also
link tree is
extended beyond
just
that, right? Just bring our viewers up to
there.
speed on all that's been going on, please.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, in the last couple of days, we've seen civilian infrastructure being targeted. You know, airports, the world's most busiest commercial airport, and the Dubai International Airport, the vicinity was targeted. The Kuwait International Airport was targeted. Energy facilities, you know, we saw fuel tanks being hit in Bahrain and also in Oman. With
Okay.
fire ablaze and smoke filling up the skies. Also, just recently, Iranian threats that they would target financial institutions that partner with the U.S. As a result, we've seen banks in the Gulf say
What
that they
is
will suspend
that?
operations in their branches as a precautionary measure to their employees and customers. So definitely what we're seeing is the expansion of this conflict, something that people here have been warning about, governments across the region have been warning about, and they continue to call for the de-escalation of this conflict and for the for the U.S. and Israel and Iran to come to the negotiating table before it gets out of hand.
All right, that's Malik Traiman live for us with all the latest here in Doha. Malik, thanks so much for bringing us all up to speed. Relations between Iran and the Arab Gulf states have shaped the geopolitical landscape of the Middle East for decades. It's been a mixed bag. At
You got
times,
my
eyes
attention,
have
but you were
closed,
on
two
my
sides
screen. I'll
engaging in
take a
trade and
screenshot. You can
maintaining full
delete it
diplomatic
quickly.
ties. Otherwise, there's been conflict between
And
proxies and
send you
convinced threats.
a hi
Now,
so we
with the
can talk
escalation
better
between
and
the
you can give
US,
me your
Israel, and
pizza.
Iran, our relationship is once again at a critical juncture.
Mm.
The Gulf is one of the world's most strategic waterways. Nearly a third of global seaborne oil passes through it. But it's also a front line of one of the Middle East's most enduring rivalries between Iran on one side and the Arab states across the water. A rivalry shaped by geography, ideology, and competing visions of regional order. The modern phase of that rivalry began in 1971 when Britain withdrew its forces from the region, leaving newly independent Arab states suddenly facing a powerful neighbor across the water, Iran. The same year, Iran seized Abu Musa and the Greater and Lesser Tomb Islands, territories still claimed by the United Arab
Please don't
Emirates.
regret it.
But the real rupture came in 1979
Okay,
when the
well,
Islamic Revolution toppled the pro-Western monarchy and replaced it with
this
a
is
revolutionary
my,
party that openly challenged the
let's
region's
see.
political order. Iran's new leadership questioned the legitimacy of hereditary monarchies and called for political upheaval across the region. Partly in response, 6 Gulf states created the Gulf Cooperation Council in 1981, seeking collective security against regional instability. The Iran-Iraq War of the 1980s cemented those divisions. Most Gulf states backed Iraq financially, fearing Iran's revolutionary ambitions more than
This is my
Saddam Hussein at the
number.
time. Another turning point came in 2003. U.S. invasion of Iraq severely weakened Iran's main regional rival.
Did you see it?
Iran quickly expanded its influence across Iraq and later across Syria, Lebanon, and Yemen. Iran says its alliances with non-state actors in these countries form an axis of resistance against Israel and Western pressure.
Did you
But
see
Gulf
it?
governments view them as a projection of regional power to armed groups and political networks. Tensions surged again during the Arab Spring uprisings of 2010s. Regional governments accused Iran of exploiting instability to expand its influence through sectarian policies. The 2019 attack on Saudi oil facilities pushed the relationship to one of its most dangerous moments. But countries such as Oman and Qatar continue
I
to
didn't
view the challenge
understand
of
it. I
communication
didn't
open.
see anything.
In
Okay, wait.
2023, Saudi Arabia and Iran restored diplomatic relations in a Chinese brokered deal. The agreement raised cautious hopes of a more pragmatic regional balance of power. But recent regional escalations have
It's
exposed the limits
this.
of that agreement. After Israel and US launched its latest offensive against Iran, it responded with missile and drone attacks across Gulf nations. Tehran said it was targeting US assets, but civilian infrastructure, energy facilities, and airports have been hit. The result? Deeper
Can I remove
mistrust.
it?
For decades, Iran and Gulf states have
Hello,
moved between confrontation and cautious
Aparecido
engagement,
Santos.
tendency and rivalry. But the core dispute persists. Whether Iran should be integrated into the region's security architecture or contained by it remains one of the Middle East's most
Aparecido
consequential strategic
Santos.
questions. Jesus Al Jazeera.
The U.S. seeks to
Hi,
temporarily allow the sale of Russian oil and
Mr.
petroleum products that are
Santos.
stranded at sea. The Treasury Department says the 30-day measure will apply to vessels that have already been loaded. It comes a day after the U.S. announced the release of 172 million barrels of oil from a strategic reserve to help stabilize volatile energy markets. European leaders have raised
Whoa.
concern over the purchase of Russian oil due to the war in Ukraine. There's been a surge in demand for cooking gas cylinders in India. Some areas have witnessed panic buying. The Iran war is impacting energy supplies from the Middle East. Most of India's liquefied petroleum gas comes from the region. The government says there's no shortage, but it has put restrictions to protect household supplies. Some fear
Is
that nations
anybody
struggle
still
with food on
there?
their tables. Rebecca Linden reports from Mumbai.
Queues like this one are forming at cooking gas distributors across India as worries grow about supplies. Despite the Indian government's assurances that there's no need to panic, some residents say they're already finding it tough to fill up their liquefied petroleum gas or LPG cylinders.
And unfortunately in India, where we work on cylinders, we
come here for the cylinder. We're hearing the supply of cylinders will get stopped.
Most Indian households use LPG for cooking.
Hello.
Homes like this one use at least one cylinder a month. The government has increased the wait between ordering cylinders from 21 to 25 days to try to control supplies. But concerns are reportedly fueling black market sales. India depends on imports for about 60% of its LPG needs, and most of this comes from the Middle East. But with shipping through the
I
Strait of
already
Hormuz
sent
disrupted by the
it.
Iran conflict, the government has invoked emergency measures, giving
I
priority
already
to gas
sent
supplies
my
to
phone
households
number.
over industry. As a result, this 70-year-old restaurant in Mumbai is one of many feeling the heat from the conflict.
I
It
already
hasn't
sent
received
it.
any LPG cylinders in a few days, and its gas has almost run out. The brothers who own the restaurant have cut their menu in half and turned to electric stoves, but they're costly to run.
Of course, we are worried about the business. We are worried about it. But we have the 15 staff here. They are also dependent on us.
India is ramping up domestic production of LPG and seeking alternative import sources. But with supplies under pressure as the Middle East war escalates,
It's that.
both households and businesses are braced for impact. Rebecca Bunsen, Al Jazeera, Mumbai.
If you're just joining us, here's a quick update of the major developments of the war between the U.S., Israel, and Iran that we're tracking this hour. A rescue operation is underway after a U.S. military refueling plane taking part in strikes on Iran crashed in neighboring Iraq. An Iran-backed Iraqi armed group says it shot down the KC-135 aircraft, which came down in the west of the country. The U.S. Info Command says the crash was not due to hostile or friendly fire. A drone attack on a joint French-Kurdish military base in Iraq
So that's that.
killed a French soldier. Several others were also injured. Drone attacks have also been reported near Baghdad International Airport. Iran's new supreme leader has released his first message. Ayatollah Moshtaba Khamenei's statement was read on state TV. He said the Strait of Hormuz will remain closed, but Iran must remain united while it removes all threats. The leaders of the U.S. and Israel say they're winning their war against Iran. In separate press conferences,
People don't see. Okay, I go now.
And they expect the fight to be over soon. The Israeli army has launched what it says are wide-scale airstrikes in Iran. Explosions are being reported in the capital, Tehran, and areas nearby.
I go now.
The UN's refugee agency says more than 3 million people in Iran have been displaced by the ongoing war. The Israeli army has also launched news.
Oh.
Israel
Sorry.
changing attacks for the past week and a half. An Israeli strike on Thursday night hit at least 2 sites in central Beirut. All right, let's go now to Washington, D.C. for a new regular segment from the U.S. Capitol, bringing you deeper insight into the debates shaping America and the world. Hello and welcome to Al Jazeera's Washington, D.C. broadcast center right here in the heart of the United States Capitol. Right now, in this part of the world, just a few blocks from this very studio, decisions continue to be made not only
Bye,
across the Middle East,
everyone.
but across the globe. And we've got one job here, that is to bring you clarity, to bring you context and analysis as those decisions are made, how they impact you and what they mean. I'll have more later in the show. But to get things going, there's our chief US correspondent, Alan Fisher.
Thanks, Phil. We'll look at the big decisions and issues with our team who are at key locations across the country. The topic dominating conversations here, will President Trump, the man who campaigned against what he called stupid foreign wars, send American troops into battle in Iraq? Mike Hanna is where that decision will be made at the White House. Kristen Salumi is in America's financial capital, New York, and Patty Gilhane joins us from Capitol Hill. The questions over the scope, scale, and purpose of the war have exposed divisions that have deep implications for American politics on both sides of the aisle, extending far beyond the traditional doves and hawks. Extensive use of America's high-tech weaponry is costing a fortune, more than $11 billion in the first week. And it has caused major disruption to global transport and the energy